What's up, everybody? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alabel. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Gonna get right into it and get some winners on the board. Now, as always, before we look forward, we always have to look back at how we did on Tuesday here, and we go 4 out of 5. Not a bad day. Look at Mark crushing it there, 2 for 2 in the NHL, and we go 2 out of 3 in college basketball. SMU. My boys, I don't know what happened to you, but kind of fell apart there. It's okay, though. Tennessee came through again. Anytime that you see Tennessee take a loss and they're playing at home, they are a good bet to make. Good win there over Mississippi State. Then you see Texas get the win over Missouri. Now, here we go. Let's take a look at what else we have on the board. And that's the Howie Schwab Crew play of the day. All right, 2 games, 4 options. Which way are we going? You got Texas A&M plus 3.5, Ole Miss minus 3.5. You got Kansas minus 6.5. You got TCU plus 6.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. Now, you've noticed there's been some changes. There are. However, don't concern yourself whatsoever with that. We are getting things right back to where they were. Don't be concerned whatsoever. Now, what you do have to understand is this. You're going to get to see this in real time, building out a team. Your NFL teams go through this every single year. And speaking of that, let's look at what the Chicago Bears have done, okay? You're going to get to see built in real time. We talk about teams taking over with new head coaches, new general managers, in all of that, all right? And we see Ben Johnson right there walking into proud Hallis Hall. And look at that quote right there. Nobody who ever gave his best regretted it. And that's exactly what our attitude is going to be. No negativity, no disparaging. None of that matters. All that matters is moving forward and building a winner. So shout out to the Chicago Bears. They get the best candidate on the board and the perfect coach to lead and build up their quarterback for the future in Caleb Williams. So shout out to Chicago Bears. Well done on that one. But also, in regards to that, got to get ourselves feeling good, feeling normal again. That's why it's time for the picks. So let's put our picks right here on the screen, and we're going to start out with it. So we got 5 college basketball games we're going to go today. First one, Indiana, Northwestern. We're going to go over 141. And let me put this full screen so you can see. We are going to take the over here. Both teams that can score. Both teams, quite frankly, want to get this conference win. We're also going to go Kansas, TCU. We're going to go over 136.5. Now, Kansas hasn't exactly been a high-scoring squad there for Bill Self and his boys, but they got a taste of what points felt like in their last outing. I feel like Bill Self has been driving them and going to pull this one as well in terms of attacking and scoring, playing defense too. Don't get me wrong. That's what he likes to do, but you got to score some points. And this is going to be a tight game. TCU as well. They're going to drive for it. All right, we're also going to go Wright State, minus 1.5. They've quietly been a wagon. We're going to go Arkansas, minus 1.5. John Calipari got to get his boys going there. And then Ole Miss, minus 3.5, a big top 20 matchup between them and Texas A&M. We're going to go with Ole Miss, minus 3.5. So those are our picks on the board for today in regards to college basketball and what we have. Mark, I hope to see you again tomorrow here for some more NHL and breaking it down because, my man, you crushed it. And what about that Sharks Predators first period? You had the over, 1.5? I think there were 5 goals scored in that one. So well done on that one, buddy. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. But these are picks. We'll jump back to it as we always do. But, it's time that we have NFL games that we need to break down, and we need to get to it. So it's time to educate and entertain. Okay, so we got 2 games here. You see the NFC Championship, Eagles minus 6, total 47.5. You see the Bills and the Chiefs, All right, Chiefs 1.5-point favorite, total of 47.5. Yesterday, we broke down, and I'll pull this up here full screen so you can see. We went through the boards, and you can see these. We will highlight and go through these all throughout the week, but we don't need to hit on these per se. What we do want to do is take a look here at the props and the quarterbacks that we have. So let's pull this up and let's take a look here. And I need everybody in the chat, drop what you see. All right, Brian Blade, first up, Kansas TCU down to 134. There we go. All right. Yeah, grab it. Absolutely, man. Totals dropping. Dude, fade the public. You're good. Now, all right, so let's take a look at the first game in regards to our quarterbacks and what we have, okay? Look at these passing numbers. Now, we have Jalen Hurts. Obviously, there are some injury concerns in regards to him, both rushing and throwing. But look at these numbers here. All right, 222.5 passing yards to 184.5. You see the attempts, 33.5, 24.5. Completions, 20.5 to 16.5. Longest, 34-32. Interception, 115 to plus 135. No Titan flame, man. No, not yet. Look, Jaden Daniels completions, I think is good. Look at Japan right there. Completely agree. I think that is a good look. I think this is an excellent good look. Now, here's what to pay attention to. Yeah, there we go. All right, Bruins Sharks. All right, Ninja 13 over 1.5 first period. All right, what we need to pay attention to here, betting this game, is right here at time of possession. Okay, Commanders top 10. All right, Eagles first. The concern is if the Eagles hold the ball and run the football. You see the rushing defense there? 30th and 10th. Okay? The Eagles can get out and run the ball, control the clock, control the game. It's going to be tough for Washington. It's going to be tough to get numbers, all right, in betting props. So pay attention to that. Okay? So here's what we have. Let me know, what do you think about interception? I don't know if Jalen Hurts throws it enough to really bet on it. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I'll tell you what's not going to be difficult, all right? What we need to do here is we need to get a tally board of what we have so far. So I've got to head started. Writing down the bets that we have, okay? Bets that we like. This is me. Yours might look different. However, it's good to get a start right here, okay? And start getting these numbers down because as we've talked about, okay? Let me pull it back up. Sorry. As we've talked about, the public's not going to really bet this game until Friday, Saturday, early Sunday. Both these games on Sunday afternoon and night, okay? So if you're looking at props, especially for star players, these numbers are only going to go up, all right? So it's important to get an idea now and get these bets in if you're really feeling it, right? So here's my list, and you can start your own, and you can either write them down, to keep them there, or go ahead and bet them if they're things that you like. But I've already bet mine right here, and we're going to have more, don't get me wrong, but you want to get yours down quickly because this is how sharps go about getting the good numbers, all right? They're only going to go up. So I like Jalen Hurts, longest rush, over 11.5 yards. Yeah, there are some injury concerns, but it's 11.5 yards. Jalen Hurts, he's going to be tough as hell. Yeah, a very, very attractive number there. All right, Eagles money line, Saquon Barkley, 2+ receptions. We hit on this last week. All right, not that Saquon's going to get a ton of receptions, but he'll definitely get some. We are going to hit that at plus money. We're also going to take Saquon Barkley, longest rush, over 23.5 yards at minus 115. Yeah, feeling that one. That number is going up, by the way. So if you are feeling it on Saquon Barkley, go ahead and do it now. Just go ahead and do it now because that number is only going to go up. Now, the Bills and Chiefs game. We're going to go Bills first half, team total over 10.5, plus 105. We're going to go Josh Allen, anytime touchdown. Touchdown's going to be tough in this game. Could be tough. All right, Josh Allen, they're going to keep it safe. Now, James Cook is also a good play, but I'm going to go with Josh Allen here, minus 115. That number definitely is going to go. We're going to go Patrick Mahomes over 4.5 rush attempts at minus 110. We're also going to take Patrick Mahomes over half an interception at minus 115. So this is how you start a list, whether you're betting them all right now or you're just jotting them down. It's good to do it you can absolutely find yourself getting the best number. So that's how, if you want to kind of sharp this thing, that's how you go about doing it. Kirk says Barkley over 23.5 longest rush. He's gone over both meetings and over, like, yeah, dude, he busts him off, man. Busts him off for sure. Robert, kneel downs. Yep. Patrick Mahomes, rushing tips. Remember, quarterback rushing tips, 100%, man. Kneel downs count as well. So that's where we're at in regards to the list. Now, let's go back to what we were just breaking down. Let's go over to the other side here, okay? And I'll pull this up full screen so you can see. All right, numbers a little different here. Josh Allen, 227.5 passing yards. Patrick Mahomes, 250.5 passing yards. You see attempts, 31.5, 36.5 for Mahomes. Completions, 20.5. Josh Allen, 24.5. Patrick Mahomes. Longest completion, 37.5, 34.5. Interceptions, minus 115, minus 115. Yeah. All right. This one's a little bit different. These are some big numbers, real big numbers, especially on Mahomes. What are the books telling you? Not gonna be a lot around the football for the Chiefs. They're gonna be chucking it. Or if you want to play the unders, that's a good way to go about it. Let's look at the board here real quick. Time of possession, yeah, pretty big for the Chiefs. Bills, yeah. Like, those are big numbers to get, man. Those are big numbers. The one that sticks out for me, if we're looking at this, 36.5 pass attempts is a lot. A lot. All right. What that tells you also is that the books think the Bills are probably going to score pretty quickly. Right? Like, their drives. They're going to go chunk yardage. They're going to score. Yeah. Look, Japan, both teams know they got to keep the other off the field. Yep. It's 100%. Got to do it. Josh Allen beat the Chiefs in their first Super Bowl appearance. I think a lot of people are pulling for that. Yep. Scott Bakley, look at the weather for sure. For sure. Jalen Hurts, or Josh Allen, sorry, is taking care of the ball all season. He has, man. That's why I like his anytime touchdown. They get anywhere near the red zone, like, he's going to get an attempt, one at minimum, every time that they're down there. Right? Yeah. Now, let's take a look at this. Playoff points per quarter averages. All right. I went through and looked at every playoff game that each of these four teams have played this season. Okay. The first three, they've played two. The Chiefs have only played one. So that's why we went with averages. But take a look here. You find, all right, how are these teams scoring? Okay. Look at the Commanders. First quarter, they're averaging 1.5 points. Third quarter, 1.5 points. Second quarter, 19. Fourth, 12. Second and fourth quarters are the highest scoring quarters in football, both college and the NFL. Look at the Eagles. They get out quickly. Spoke yesterday that there are, I don't like that look, there are 6 straight games the Eagles have scored a touchdown in the first quarter. Okay. I believe the Eagles first quarter are what? Minus half a point? Yeah. Zach has it right there. Minus half a point first quarter. Or you can look at the team total. Eagles team total in the first quarter is minus 6.5. Now, here's another interesting thing. And last week, yeah, we had weather. I believe the Eagles have missed an extra point in a couple straight games. So pay attention to that. Hey, Brent, thanks, man. Nice graphic. I appreciate it, buddy. Look at the Eagles in the second quarter. 0. 2 playoff games. 0 points. Second quarter. Third quarter, averaging 4.5. Fourth quarter, averaging 9. So what you want to do in this graphic is you want to take, I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to play out. We're just using the averages. But if you're looking at anything in regards to first quarter spreads, first half spreads, second half spreads, team totals, quarter, halves, whatever, right? This is where you go to use it. Now, flip it over to the other side, and I'll pull this up full screen that you can see. All right. The Bills, they've scored in every quarter in the playoffs. All right. First quarter, averaging 5 points. Second quarter, 10.5. Third, 5.5. Fourth quarter, 8. Look at the Chiefs. Now, again, they've only played one playoff game. The other 3 teams have played 2. But 6 points in the first quarter, 7, second quarter, third quarter, 0, fourth quarter, 10. Look at the fourth quarter for all of these teams. You see that? That's how these playoff games go, especially when they're tight. That's how they go. You get points. You get tempo that picks up. Yeah, Pat, yeah, the Bills can't have third quarter. Like you get Bills going to have to be on it all game. I like the Bills in regards to being aggressive, trying to put up points. I mean, that sounds so dumb and cliche, but you get what I'm saying. They know exactly what's on the line. This is a massive game for them. Like, this is kind of a legacy game for the Buffalo Bills. They know what's on the line here. Weirdly enough, like, usually the higher seed home team, the pressure's on them. There's no pressure on the Chiefs. They've been here. They've done that. They've won 2 straight Super Bowls. Yeah, I mean, do they want to get to the third? Of course. But the pressure here is on the Bills. And can they live up to it? I think they can. I think they do. Now, I mean, history told you why bet against the Chiefs. But the Bills are going to come out doing everything they can. I'll tell you this. If you want to find a good correlated bet, Bills, all right, in terms of being aggressive, if you bet their points, like team totals, etc., betting Josh Allen for an interception is not a bad play, and I'll tell you why. If they're going to be aggressive as hell, like if the points don't work, that means a pick this game. So if you want to kind of hedge yourself, you could get both, but if you want to hedge yourself in terms of having a little insurance, it's a good way to go about doing it. I took Patrick Mahomes still pick. But yeah. So anyway, so I wanted everybody to take a look, and I'll pull it up full screen. And you can find it in the Discord. I drop all of these in the NFL room. I highly suggest everybody go to the show description below. All right. You'll see the Discord link in there. It's free to join. Breaking these things down. We are live betting games, college basketball, NBA, NHL, lacrosse, you name it. We're getting after it. I highly encourage everybody to do that. Now, got another one we need to break down. What do we have here? Bam! Look ahead lines. These are the look ahead lines for Super Bowl 59. All right, just wanted to introduce this here. Yeah, Maddie, I said pro bull riding. Yeah, we're bringing it all down. Here are the look ahead lines, and let's just have an idea in our head of what the Super Bowl could be based on all 4 matchups. All right, the NFC team will be the home team in the Super Bowl this year. So Chiefs and Eagles. Chiefs would be a 1.5 point favorite, total of 46.5. Bills, Eagles. Bills would be a 1.5 point favorite, total of 49.5. All right. If it's the Commanders as the home team from the NFC, Chiefs would be a 5.5 point favorite, total of 49.5. And if the Bills face the Commanders, Bills would be a 4.5 point favorite and a total of 53.5. So just wanted to get these on your radar and what the books are looking at. And look at that. AFC favored in every single matchup that there is. Something to pay attention to, but we don't have to worry about it right now. However, it is something, just keep your radar on. Focus right there. See what we have. Now, I don't know if we have any other graphics for today in regards to the NFL. Again, it's good to get your list going. Keeping these here. And again, if you want to get the best numbers, okay, this is how you go about doing it, okay? Whether you want to write them down, whether you want to bet them now. this is how you get them, because I assure you, any star players that you have, dude, they're only going to go up. It's Wednesday. Like, start tracking them. Okay? Start tracking them. Aubrey says the Chiefs will never lose. It feels like it. It feels like they never will. Yeah. Start tracking them out. Doesn't mean you have to bet all of them right now, but start getting your list now. Because, again, the public, they're not going to start betting this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're not going to do it. Aubrey. So these are the ones that I am on, but your list could look different. Yeah, Spencer says, look, Barkley and Shakir, TD parlay plus 376. I like it. I definitely like Barkley. I think he's minus 230 anytime, like by himself. So parlaying that. Yeah. Now with the Bills, it's like, okay, how do we, figure out who we're going to have score, right? James Cook, Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir. And Ray Davis will be down there stealing touchdowns. But yeah, so I just wanted to get this list up for anybody who's kind of going into their first full season of betting. Yeah, this is what you want to pay attention to, man, for sure, because you want to get the best number that you can. And if you wait, at Saquon, that 23.5 is going to go. That Josh Allen anytime touchdown, that number is going to go, right, in terms of the juice. So just something to pay attention to for sure. Okay, now we've got that. We had about 20, 25 minutes. Yeah, we'll have a shortened show today. All right. After we get past our list, and if you need any of these, like I said, all of this information is in the Discord. Jump in there. You can grab it. You can have it. Get after it however you would like. Now, take this back, and we are going to go and hit the whipper. You can see our picks here. I just muted myself. I have to find myself on that one. Anybody jumped in late, here are our picks. We're not just breaking down the NFL. We have basketball picks for tonight. Indiana Northwestern, we're going to go over for 141, minus 110. Kansas TCU, I was pointing in the chat. I've got it at over 136.5. However, I believe it's 134.5 at the book. So if you're jumping on that, get the better number. Wright State, minus 1.5. We're also going to go Arkansas, minus 1.5. And Ole Miss against Texas A&M. Ole Miss minus 3.5. Want to make sure that I get to all the questions and all of that. Todd, my friend, good morning, buddy. Thank you. Have a great Wednesday as well. Our man Robert, if you're going to play Shakir TD, might as well be the first to get huge odds. Yep. First one for the odds. For sure. I mean, Robert, you're obviously correct. Man, these are tough. Playoff games are tough. Like, they're tough to bet. Also know that, like, playoff games, the games just tighten, man. Just tighten down. But, yeah. Better play Barkley up when it. Yep. Absolutely, man. Like, these numbers, they're only going to go up. They're only going to go up for sure. You're definitely going to have to jump on these as quickly as possible. Now, those were our picks. We also have one more. Got to get a little stat of the day up, right? Got to get a stat of the day up. All right. We'll take that down, pull this up. Buffalo Bills have covered the second half spread in 11 of their last 13 games. 11 of their last 13. And if we take a look at going back to the numbers here for the Bills, how does that carry out? Yeah. They score. The Buffalo Bills score. Now, they've been doing it earlier in games, which is good in the playoffs, or at least last week in the playoffs. But this has historically been a second half team. So if you're looking at points, you look at numbers there. Yeah, it's something to pay attention to. Again, the Bills cover the second half spread, 11 of their last 13. Okay, I think that's it. I don't need to keep you guys any longer. Got everything that we need to get to here. Let me see if we have any other questions here. Melanie said, good morning. For my plane seat got rerouted. Oh no, Mel's. Be safe. Have fun. Be safe. We're all thinking about you. Hope you have a great trip for sure. Russell, the AB 30-minute show is great. Also, hey, appreciate you. Like I said, don't worry about an absolute thing, right? NFL teams go through this. All right, change coaches. Look, Chicago Bears excited. Got a brand new head coach. Detroit Lions got to replace a big-time offensive coordinator. But go about it. Your favorite teams do it every year. It's nothing new. You're going to see some familiar faces. You're going to see some new faces. And Melanie Sue in Birmingham, Alabama. You know what? You're only about, 2 hours away. No, a little bit more than that from me in Nashville. But not too far. Been to Birmingham many times. Driven through it. And what about we always drive, through Alabama to get to Florida. What about Destin, Florida, covered in snow? What is that? Have they ever had snow? I have no idea what's going down. Big J says, yeah, it is. It is a nice airport, man. Japan says the Raiders keep striking out on everything. Hey, I already told you who they're going to get. Watch out. Tommy Brady been working with somebody in the offseason. Joe says, let me tell you about my night in Birmingham. Save that for the Discord. Anyways, Melanie, hey, be safe. Have a great trip. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be live normal time, 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. Jump to the Discord. You will see it in the show description. It's free. We keep it going. And I think you'll like the War Room. Go check that out. It's a big one, man. I think you'll like that one. But anyways, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets. And we will see you tomorrow. Thanks.